We're living in a world that has a pandemic of negativity. That's why I like hanging around with somebody like James Kraft with Life Unplugged, because James has got his finger on the pulse of what men need in this world today. What do we need, James?
I believe that every man needs to have a partner. You look at the Lone Ranger; he didn't go alone.
No.
You look at every man that is ever successful. He always had a strong partner, and I believe coaching is a very important kind of a relationship for every man. Every man needs a partner to be able to point out and really kind of expose some blind sides that we have in our lives and help develop us and kind of work through, how to become true men of character and strengthen our own gift sets. And so it's really important to have.
Strength of character. It's basically answering the question, do I measure up as a man? And what I love about what you've done is you have amazing results, James, because I've met the people who have gone through it. Now, what would be great is if there was a summit that I could go to, right? Maybe something called the Summit Intensive.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. That's in September, right?
That's right. And that's something that's really important. The great thing, if anybody's listening today, I want them to hear that. Now, here's an opportunity for anybody and everybody to be a part of what we're doing. We're doing a summit here in September. It's September 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. We're going to Steamboat, Colorado. We have this beautiful 14,000 square foot home. Is that what you call that? They call it a mansion, whatever. And we're bringing 11 men only into this. And they're going to spend those days with the two of us, you, Paul, and myself. And we have other leaders that are coming in so that they are going to have a time of development. They're going to separate, disconnect to connect. We need to disconnect in life so that we can reconnect, right? And so they're going to disconnect to reconnect, but we're going to do it with them, you and I. We're going to live with them for a few days, eat a lot of food, have a lot of fun, but really get into some development of the man.
So it's Life Unplugged to get plugged in.
That's right. That's right.
For me, which we deal a lot with identity. Identity is the story you tell yourself about yourself. And James, I think too many of us are telling ourselves stories that other people have written the lyrics to.
Yeah.
So this intensive, why I'm fired up about it, is this is going to be the ability to rewrite my story, to re-engage with my motivation, to rebuild, if you will, that sense of purpose and a sense of self-esteem that helps me as a man go after the things that I know God designed me to do.
That's right. Well, Paul, and this is what I believe is really important, is to have the leaders, we call them sage leaders who have already gone before us, to be able to come back in. Well, you and I are going to spend these 4 days with these leaders, or these guys who are coming into Steamboat with us, but we're not going to stop there. We then go on a monthly journey where you and I are going to coach these guys on a monthly basis.
The band of brothers.
Yeah, for a band of brothers. And that's what we're calling. Then all of a sudden for 6 months, that's what's included in this journey, 6 months of time with you and I. And we're going to have special guests coming in. I mean, I know we have like Wayne Cordero, a huge pastor from Hawaii and Oregon.
He wrote an amazing book. I mean, a remarkable book on burnout.
Exactly.
As a high achiever and yet burning out. And how do you not have that happen in your life? I think it's super important. So he'll be part of the ongoing 6-month
training. Yeah. And you had
Chris Broussard, who's with FoxSports and covers the NBA. But man, talk about a man of character who understands what it is to navigate a world that at times seems to be at war with your faith and the things that we believe and hold dear as core values. And then Dr. Dale C. Bronner, who's considered one of the leading men of faith really in the world today, in the global world of faith, and a strong Christian leader. And we've got a couple other surprises that I know guys are writing us back. They're going to be there with us. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But how do you overcome the pandemic of negativity? You take a skilled navigational path towards positivity. And that's what we're going to help guys to do. Here's the thing, James, for me, there seems to be in our world today and on Instagram and everywhere else ads about here's a shiny new seed. Here's a shiny new thing. Here's this. And the problem is, if we put a shiny new seed into the same old soil, we'll end up with the same results.
Yeah.
In fact, it could be worse because it may become so toxic that everything tips over.
That's right.
What we need to do is build that strong soil through definition, discipline, decision-making. It's Romans 12:2, where it says, if you want to change the trajectory of your life, change the way you think.
Yeah, I love it. Well, join us, because this is an opportunity. I want to encourage every man that's listening to this video, invest in yourself. See, we want to invest in everything else in this world, but invest in yourself, and the fruits will come out in your marriage,
yeah, that's so good.
Kids, and your legacy. Invest in yourself. No matter what it takes, invest in yourself.
Yeah, this is an investment in your legacy, not just success, not just identity and purpose, which we cover, not just respect, which we'll have with a band of brothers, but legacy. Bro, I left something. I made footprints, and my life had purpose, and I was fulfilled as a man. Mm-hmm. I know a man whose net worth is, well, he's got a number of jets, and yet his sense of like, is life good?
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't know. And he doesn't know who to trust either.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of it. So we get in a band of brothers, we get vulnerable, and we get excited and fired up for each other, and then help each other push into this. And James, I'm excited about having somebody like you and then myself there to have you. I've seen the results, and have you coach men's lives and say, hey, what about this? Have you thought about this? Being able to look at it from a higher and deeper perspective, because you've got an amazing catalog, if you will, background of life that you've lived and things you've done in life.
I'm excited, Paul. I can only imagine 11 guys join us on this journey for 6 months. Start off, we're going to go have a great time in Colorado. But start off this 6-month journey. What will the outcome be of a man's life after spending 6 months of investing in their lives? What will their marriages be like? What will their families be like?
Yeah.
We're going to change the culture of how men live today.
Fantastic.